Hello, I'm back for weekly vlog number 5. Oh my god, I can't believe it's been 5 weeks. That's kind of scary. Um, for those that don't know, rapper, producer named Sammus in Ithaca, New York. I'm also a PhD student at Cornell University, and I'm just doing weekly vlogs to kind of update people on my life as I work towards the development of my fourth full length projects. I never know whether to call it the fourth one or the third one because I did a Metroid inspired project in 2014 and that's only 7 songs. It's an EP, but it still feels like a full body of work. I've been able to tour off that project and be featured in a number of different cool conventions and other places based on that project. So I guess I'll include it. So my fourth full length project is what I'm working on right now. And I'm kind of documenting the process of doing that as well as just my daily experience or weekly experience. Okay. So anyways, this week was not actually all that crazy as it relates to school stuff because it's a break. It's Thanksgiving break. It was Thanksgiving break. So let me see. Monday we had class. I don't really remember what happened. Yeah, we had I have the students present. Every student has to present on a reading. Oh yeah, I'm also teaching a class. God, this is video. It's horrible. But anyways, so all the students in the class have to present on one of the readings. So we had our last presenter. The semester is almost over. That's so wild to me. I kind of wish I'd been doing these since the beginning of the semester. It would seem even crazier. But anyway, so we had our last presenter. And we talked about Pixar and sound and their interesting relationship between the visuals and the sound, and how initially the sound played a critical role in sort of humanizing a lot of the characters because the CGI wasn't necessarily able to do that with some of these anthropomorphic objects, what's it called? Like that little light fixture that became the Pixar, part of the Pixar logo, I believe. We watched the first kind of animated clip of that. So it was an interesting class. And then I sent them on their way because, whatever. Then I came down with a lovely little sinus infection. That was not cute. And I'm actually still kind of battling that now. And that really threw a wrench in my plans because I was supposed to go to New York City at the end of last week, on Friday, to go record with Sosa. We were going to have a full kind of go over everything that's been recorded thus far, record the last of the album tracks day. So it was going to be this really epic conclusion to stuff that I've been working on. And then I got a sinus infection and I had to tell him I can't come, man. I'm going to sound wacky. I'm going to sound bad. And I felt miserable. I felt like shit. It was awful. Oh my God. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. So hopefully they can get it figured out because this bullshit is for the birds. And I often struggle with sinus issues. People who are close to me know that I've dealt with sinus issues for a few years now. When I was in college, I got really, really, really sick. In my senior year. Prior to that, I had never been sick before. I got really sick. I had stuffy noses all the time, and then I got asthma, and I had never had asthma before, and they just determined that I had polyps that had to be removed, so I had to have surgery. I've had to have surgery 2 or 3 times. This is my first time kind of sharing this openly, or in a public forum, but yeah, so it's something that I deal with, it's definitely a chronic issue, and it means that I have to be very careful, aware of my allergies and, just what I'm eating, and it's a little tricky. So anyways, so Debbie Downer. So that happened, and I was pretty sad about it, but it didn't mean that I couldn't write. So I have been working on a song. Those of you who've been following me on Twitter know that today I actually was working on a song that I'm pretty excited about. That's called The Feels. And it's about sort of the weird relationship that artists have with their feelings, their emotions, and how good artistry requires you to be sort of in tune with your emotions, but there's also a toll that is taken when you a toll that being that in touch with your emotion takes on a person. And also it kind of questions this weird sentiment that I think a lot of people have, myself included, about how like sadness and grief, tragedy make like the most kind of poignant works. Like, why is that? Why is it that you have artists like, for example, I remember I used to hear about like Mary J. Blige. They'd be like, oh, I liked her better when she was like depressed about relationship stuff, you know, or I'm forgetting who else. I think it was like someone was talking about Kanye West. Like they like him, the music he makes when he's like embattled and dealing with his demons or whatever. I don't know why that seems to produce music that's more engaging, interesting, entertaining. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Critically acclaimed. So yeah, that's what that song is about. I'm pretty excited about it. It's been an interesting challenge for me. One thing that I'm doing differently with this project than I've done in past projects is I'm making the beats at the same time that I'm like writing the words. And I don't really, hasn't been my process in the past. Usually I would make the beats like long before writing the words. But I kind of like the like interesting creative dynamic that I'm dealing with as I make the beat as I'm thinking of the concept, because then when I get like writer's block, then I can go and produce. And when I get producer's block, then I can write, you know. And that's kind of how this track has been building. I like it. It's like funky-ish. It's kind of disco-y-ish. I got back a second edit for 1080p, which is going to be the first single off of the new project, and it looks so good. I put up a snippet on Instagram. Go check it out if you want. It's Sammus Music on Instagram, SAMMUS Music. And it's private because people are dicks on the internet, so I make sure to screen anybody who's going to follow me. But yeah, you can go check out it. I put like a little, 15-second clip up there. And people have been spazzing. People have been like, oh, yeah, this is crazy. I'm so ready. And that's just been making me so hype for it. But like I've said in past videos, I'm not going to drop it until everything's perfect. Let's see. Are there other announcements? Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. But I found out this week that I will be performing at MAGFest. Yay! Yay! That's so exciting. For those of you who don't know, MAGFest is this huge music and game festival that takes place in National Harbor, Baltimore, at the top of the year. This year it's going to be, I believe, February 18th through the 20-something. I may be lying, but you can check that out at the MAGFest website, which I actually don't have the URL for. But just look up MAGFest, you'll find it. And anyways, so I'm so excited about this. Last year, MAGFest was like, I performed at MAGFest last year as well, and I think, arguably one of my favorite performances to date. And I've had quite a few performances this year. I've had 2 tours. I'm about to go on a 3rd. And that one still stands out to me as like one of my favorite. The crowd was loving it. There was a nice big stage, which I actually was really intimidated about at first. Like, how am I, this single rap lady, going to make this work? But, I figured it out. And that gave me confidence that I think carried over into every performance that I've had since then. Everyone was loving it. People bought hella merch. Like, it was just such oh my God, I love my little hotel room. Ah! I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I love MAGFest. I love MAGFest. Yay. Yay. So hopefully I'll see some of you there. Let me know if you're going in the comment section. I would love to meet up with you, say what's up, come get a hug or whatever. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah. So I'm going to be going on tour in like 2 weeks, a week. I don't know. Real soon, real soon, which is like crazy to me. My first West Coast tour with the Double Clicks. If you want to know details about the specific locations we're going to, you can head to sammusmusic.com. It'll pop up. I just updated it so that's the first thing that shows up. Shout out to Black Girl Nerds, Geek Girl Con, Scott Hanselman, a couple of other folks who have been shouting out the tour. I really better see you're behind there. If you live on the West Coast near any of the cities that I'm going to be visiting, I really better see your ass. Like, seriously, I never get out there. And it's like the most frustrating thing in the world for an artist when they like go to a place and then they come back and people are like, hey, when are you going to come out to insert city that the person was just in? So please, please come through, come see me, come hang out, support the tour, support music that you care about by showing your lovely little faces. Let's see. Is there anything else? During the tour, I will be performing at Gamer X, which is a convention that creates sort of a safe space for self-identified nerds and geeks in the queer communities, but also, just general, anyone who identifies as a nerd and a geek. It's just a safe space. Um, let's see, what else? I like these glasses. Okay, so I think that's really it for now. So next Tuesday, I'm going to be recording with Sosa the last part of this album that I don't have a title for yet. So this is another thing that I've been thinking about. So I love the name Perfect, Dark as a play on Perfect Dark, but like that's what the name of one of the songs on the project, and I think it's like perfect for what this project is about. Because it's about me loving myself, but at the same time, I had this like interesting play on Metroid themes for the past 3 albums, and I want this to be the last one that I do that kind of riff on the Metroid thing, but I'm not sure what to use, how to do it, what makes the most sense, or maybe I had considered just naming the album my real name, Anango, because the project is like super personal. There's a lot of things that I've been through, things that I've dealt with over the past year and throughout my entirety of my life. So that's that. I think that's pretty much it for announcements. For things that have happened this week. Also, make sure that you check out Black Girl Nerds. You could type in Black Girl Nerds for Twitter or Facebook. You'll find her. Some of my music has been featured on her podcast. She's super cool. So, oh yeah, thanks to the fan bros for also shouting out the tour. This is the most scattered video ever. I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to working on this song. Hope you all had a wonderful, restful break. And for those of you who do not celebrate Thanksgiving because of what it represents, I appreciate and respect that. I hope that it was just a time for you to kind of chill and see people that you care about and eat a metric shit ton of food. All right, y'all. I love you. I will have updates for you next week. Bye-bye.